Hi everyone. How are you all doing? I know that this is a rough time, particularly for those who are in Jamaica or who have families in Jamaica. And I come to you today with a very heavy heart, a heart that is unsettled, a heart that is hurting constantly because of the things that I see in my country. My family primarily was greatly affected by the impact of Hurricane Melissa, and it has left my community. Well, I grew up in several communities, and its devastation on the land. I mean, houses, the rooftops are off. Persons don't have anywhere to sleep. Their livelihood is gone. I'm from a community where farming is dominant. Community thrives off farming, and all of that is all gone. I don't, when I reach out to people these days, I don't know what to say to them in this time. I struggle with finding the words to express how deeply saddened I am and how I would want to help. Mind you, you're probably wondering why on this channel I'm not sharing anything about help and so on. I started writing a message to send to the community and I just could not. It was just too much for me. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make a video to just share what I have to say. Um, I know not just my family, but several friends, loved ones, persons across the island, co-workers, so many persons are affected by this. And I just want to encourage you and to remind you that in the midst of this all, you know, we have a lively hope if we live for the Lord Jesus Christ. I know it's painful. It's even speaking now. I literally feeling the heartache. It's a painful ordeal. It's a situation like I would have seen in movies or on the media with some countries that have a lot of challenges financially and so on. But to see it happen right before my eyes in my very community, I will insert clips and stuff so you can see at the end of this video my community or Jamaica, parts of Jamaica that has been affected. And I honestly, I believe that it's hard to come back, to make a big comeback, but with consistent support and each one looking out for the other, we can rise again. And I believe that even in the midst of this, the Lord will show himself strong to show the world as well that we are a resilient people, we're a God-fearing nation, and we will rise above all that we're experiencing. A friend of mine went to visit a particular section of the island that was affected by Hurricane Melissa. And she shared that she had packed her snacks, packed food and everything. And on her way, she saw a woman with a child on her back. And the lady expressed to her that she had other children. She said she had three and she's planning on running away, leaving them. The lady said she's planning on running away, leaving her children because the devastation is too much. Can you imagine what will happen to the mental status or the mental status of our fellow Jamaican men and women. I've seen in the videos several of them seem out of it. We are greatly in need of mental support. So persons who are counselors, psychologists, who can render their services to the government of Jamaica, just to reach out to them to let them know that you're available. Please do so, because the need is great. Even the impact on our children, those who have experienced the the hurricane itself as well as the aftermath. I am so hurt, and it's gonna take a community. It's gonna take unity. It's gonna take international support to build back our country. Um, it's hard to tell somebody no, that hey, things will get better when everything is on the ground. It's hard to tell somebody that hey, yeah man, things soon change when everything just looks so bleaky, looks so their bodies in some communities that are deteriorating, and we have so many things to think about at this time. Persons are trying to get persons help. The ministries, the various ministries are trying to get persons the help that they need, but there are several barriers, several things happening, and persons have to bear the stench of the deterioration of bodies and so on. And I don't know about you, but I have survivor's guilt. I every every meal I consume, when I take up the toothpaste, when I bathe, when I do almost everything, when I comb my hair, is like I have survivor's guilt. I feel like, oh God, I shouldn't. Should I be doing this right now? Should I be taking the time to take care of me when there are persons who are in greater need than me, you know? And even I can say after this, a lot of my priorities have changed. This disaster has really changed a lot for me. Like things that used to matter, they're not priority anymore. And so I would also want to encourage you guys to help wherever you can. If you're from the unaffected side, meaning the side that really wasn't impacted much or little by Hurricane Melissa, and you can offer mental support, if you can offer physical support, whatever support it is that you can offer. I know it's a lot now because we've been trying to reach our family members and stuff. There is a major influx of traffic, and some areas are inaccessible. So it's a lot right now. But however we can, even praying, even reaching out to offer prayer, worship, you know, just engage in worship sessions, small worship groups with those who are affected. And even a book, even those persons who have lots of books that they want to throw out and stuff, because taking their minds off their current situation, helping them, that's a way of helping them to cope. So if it is that they can read something that, you know, take their mind, distract them from their current situation a bit, um, you know, give grace. And when people express their loss, don't tell them, say, boy, you have life, so I eat that. Because a lot of them are grieving. They're grieving their losses, things that they would have need several sacrifices to accomplish. There are also persons, I've heard a story recently about this woman. who she built, she rebuilt, and fire burned down her property, then she rebuild again, and something destroyed, then she rebuild again, and then no working. And it's a lot. And so I realize that in this time, if you don't have Jesus, if you don't have the Lord Jesus as your source of strength, trust me, it not gonna normal. And I just hope and pray that our church, the churches will be the church. The churches will not be self-centered, focus on themselves, or those who, especially in the Eastern region, they will respond to the need as best as possible. The mental health support, the physical support, the food, all that they can provide for them. And I implore you, if you have things at your house and you can donate, make sure that you donate it to others who can benefit from it. And before you even go into some of these communities, like the basic things, of course, you bring, but also find out the needs of these people in the communities. For example, there are communities that they still have their clothes, they still have stuff intact. You don't want to go to that community with clothes and water only and they don't have a clothing need, right? So it's important that we take the time to assess the needs of the community, find out what they need so that we can meet that need as best as possible. Right. So I feel like I'm all over the place in this video, but I also want to encourage you, keep going. If it is that you have been greatly affected by Hurricane Melissa, I pray that the Lord will give you the strength, the support that you need to navigate this journey. And you are in my prayers. And God bless you. Keep going.